Hello, 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 world. Hope everybody is doing good. Getting ready to plop some stuff back down here. Bam, we're live. Hope everybody's doing good. Happy April Fool's Day. Um, this was not an April Fool joke. The only April Fool joke was that there really isn't one. I didn't pull one on anybody today. So that's just a nice kind of guy that I am. Hope everybody's doing good. I see a bunch of people jumping in over in the chat section. That is awesome. I decided to go live today. Hadn't been live in a while. I've been very busy. Been working a lot. And yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Give me a thumbs up if you're hearing it and seeing it okay. I tried to fax everything out. And looks like everything's working. People are saying howdy, hello. Good little crowd of people. Hope everybody is doing good. Haven't been fishing any lately. Well, I did go a little bit last week. It's turkey season. As many of y'all know, I turkey hunt. Grayson turkey hunts. And we've been doing some of that. I've also been doing a lot of work in my real job, doing real video work. The Duke Blue Devils were doing really good until last night. And we were doing a lot of coverage of them. And well, they lost, so the bloom is off the rose on that one. So anyway, I'm now back to my normal, semi-normal schedule, and yeah, so decided to go live tonight. Try to do some fishing this week. Maybe I'm going to try to turkey hunt some, depending on what the weather's looking like. It's just a crazy kind of time of the year for me, between the turkey hunting, which I love to do. Fishing is starting to get good, or should be getting good, hopefully here soon with the water temperatures. And then there's stuff going on with work, with family. It's just a crazy busy time of the year. And but hey, that's life. Thank God we're living and we can enjoy it, and just try to partake in everything happening. Hello to anybody new to the channel. I've picked up a lot of subscribers over the past month, and hopefully some of you, this may be your first live feed that you've seen me do. So welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. I know a lot of people tuned in when Jeff Manning and I from Reeling the Blues did the video about the world record blue catfish, what we believe is the world record blue catfish that was never certified as a world record, because the guy got some pictures and released it. So that video got a lot of attention, and a lot of people were watching it and saw it, and a lot of people subscribed from it and found my channel. So thank you. Thanks for reaching out. This is part of what I do. If you're new, I do some of these live feeds. I do the edited videos, obviously. And yeah, it's just kind of a cool fishing community that I'm trying to build. And part of this interaction with people is part of it. I'm trying to grow that. Trying to do more of this live stuff to let you know a little more of what's going on. Hopefully get some questions, comments for some people. I'm kind of keeping track of stuff over here off to the side. And so yeah, that's what's going on. I went out a little bit last week fishing. I was trying out some new rods that I got from the folks at Catch the Fever. It's their new Striper Stealth rods. I'm going to have a video up about them this week. They're a lighter action rod. Who got saying hey there? Josh, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it has been a while. Sorry about that, but more to come, more to come. But yeah, I tried out their rods. They've got the Striper Stealth rod, which is a medium light rod. It replaces the old rods that I was using, the old ugly sticks that I was using. Used them for years striper fishing. They've got a very flexible tip on them. Really good for live baiting for stripers and also catching small catfish. The problem with the ugly sticks was they were a little bit shorter, and the handle on them always was an issue with me. They had a short handle from the reel back. It was very short. And the new ones from Catch the Fever, the Striper Stealth rods, I like better. Now, obviously, they've got way better components on them. They cost more, but you get way better components. Stainless steel guides on it, the double locking ring reel seat, and they're just a really good looking rod. And I'll have that video up here soon. That was my last fishing trip. We tried to find some stripers. Nothing was going on in the river yet. So what else do you do when you can't catch stripers? You go catch some catfish. So actually go catch some catfish with those rods. And yeah, put them through the paces. I'll have more videos up on that as spring marches on. So I also got some of this from them to try out. Bam. Get that to where you can read it. There we go. I actually shot video of this the other day, and that was part of the trick with this being reflective, was to get it at the right angle. Anyway, it's slime line, 15 pound, and it's the clear stuff. When we're talking about the rods, I've always used clear line striper fishing because a lot of the places we fish have really clear water. And I don't know if the high vis line makes a difference or not, but I wanted to remove all doubt and use clear line. So they said, hey, give this line a try, and I'm doing it. Try it at that angle so you can read it better. But yeah, giving it a shot. It's only 15 pound line. And as many of you know, when I fish for catfish, I use heavier line. I'm using 30 pound line and a much heavier leader. When I do striper fishing, some people do this, some people don't. I'm running a very light leader too. I just take this line and use this as a leader, put a swivel on it. Basically just, I use a very light line. The reason being, we use live bait a lot. Small live bait, and this is fishing for reservoir put and take fish, and it's better action with the lighter line. The problem is when you go to get the fish in, you can't just grab it like you can on a catfish by the leader and snatch it into the boat. And when you watch my video coming up this week, actually I'll have that video up tomorrow, you'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm going to be giving some of this away, by the way, in some videos coming up here, some of the striper stuff and the catfish stuff. So stay tuned. We'll figure out some way. Any of y'all that are interested in the 15 pound line, I'll have a way for you to win a spool of it and put it to some good use out there. So hello to everyone. We're going to see those rods in action. Yes, Josh, you'll actually get to see them tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and put that video up tomorrow. I was finishing it up today and getting it together. Joseph says, I love the channel. It's my favorite now. Thank you very much. That's cool to hear that and cool to see that. And it's rejuvenating. It's oxygen for me, to be perfectly honest, because doing this stuff can get frustrating. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. Sometimes I was talking to somebody else today that's another YouTube creator, and you can get burned out, lacking things to do, and it's you guys and your comments that keep me going. And part of the reason I'm doing this is almost therapeutic because if you don't know, you can't comment on my videos anymore. That's not my fault. I don't know how long it's going to last. That is something that YouTube has done, and I have nothing to do with it. It has to do with an issue that they had with, from what we're hearing, a pedophile ring that was somehow marketing, communicating something through websites that had kids in any of the videos. And as you know, I've had my son and some of his friends in some of the videos, so my channel got hit with no comments for now until they fix the problem. A bunch of family channels have been hit. Luke from Catfishing Carp, his channel that he has with his boys was hit. So it's a pain in the butt. So a couple of things for you. One, always follow me on Dieter Melhorn Fishing on Facebook. I prefer to put stuff up here. I like the content better here, but at least you can comment over there. I think YouTube's going to take care of this and fix the issue at some point once they can figure out how to get the artificial intelligence and algorithm and all that stuff to work. So hopefully they get that taken care of so we can hear the comments from you guys. The other thing is follow me on Twitter. I put a tweet up today. I'm new to Twitter, by the way. If you've been on it for a while, you may laugh at the way I do it. I'm still new to it, still learning still learning how things operate on that platform. But the name is @Dieter Melhorn. It's my name, Dieter Melhorn. So I'm easy. Go over there, follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to put more and more stuff up and trying to kind of learn that platform. It's a good way to communicate in written word while we do the stuff here in video. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Carolina Outdoors, howdy. T. Perry, bunch of people dropping in to say hey. Nice to see you guys. Trying to look here just to see. I can't tell on this feed exact. Okay, I got 61 people in. I was kind of learning my way here around this thing to see what's what. That's kind of some of the stuff I got going on. Got some videos. I'll give you an update on some other videos I got coming out. I've got some finally edited. I spent part of the day editing today. I've got one that's going to talk briefly. Some people have sent me planer boards recently. If you follow my channel, I had some video up recently on the bear boards, and you can find that here on Dieter Melhorn Fishing. I don't know, it's probably a couple weeks back, 2 or 3 weeks back. I tried those boards out, and they're very cool, working real well. Some other people reached out to me and said, hey, I got some boards you want to try. Matter of fact, somebody who's probably in the chat right now reached out to me today asking if they could send some. And I said, yeah, but be patient because it takes me a while to get around to all this stuff and do stuff with it. So one of the ones that I got, and any of y'all that don't know anything about planer boards, bear with me on this. You can watch some of my videos. It's basically a way when you're drifting or trolling or dragging to increase the spread, how far your lines are spread out. Instead of everything being right behind the boat like that, you can get them out like that and cover a lot more. Let's do it that way. A lot more area. Instead of being like that, they're like that. Covers a wider area. So I'm going to duck out of the camera, grab a couple of these. These are the ones, I'll show you the ones I used to use. I talked about this in some of my videos. These are the ones, actually I started out with yellow birds years ago. That's probably 15, 18 years ago. I tried those for a while, and then I got some of these. Mac Byram hooked me up with some of these a while back. These are called water bugs. Real good little boards. They're small, and you're thinking, well, it's not really small, but just wait. The problem with these was they did not work really well pulling heavy weights. So I got some, and I don't have them here with me because they're in my boat. Which is and somewhere else. But anyway, people started making some bigger ones. Zach Royce put his name on a set of boards that somebody was making that was bigger, pulling heavier weights. And since then, more and more people have been reaching out to me with their planer boards. And anyway, that's one of the videos. One of them's a real cool one here. You know why it's cool? Because it's got my name right there. See if you can see that. Put that up there where we can see it. Yeah, it's kind of out of focus. But anyway, there it is. This was done by a guy, Al Randall. I'll show you his name and number. If you want some of these, I'll have this in the video, by the way, all the contact link information. He's the guy who made these things. He does engraving, but he also does these boards too, which I think is really cool. I just screw my focus up. But he makes 2 or 3 different versions. One has a rounded tip, one has a square tip. He's got them with some different pieces on the back. And they've all got the Scotty clips on them. So, but these are, like I said, compared to the other ones, a heck of a lot bigger, and they're able to pull a lot more weight. That's one of the things that guys fishing for catfish typically want, is something that will drag a heavier weight. Another one that I got my hands on at the Catfish Conference, I dropped that loud noise, was these here, the ones from Offshore Tackle. This is their big one. It's a big old Mama Jama, big and heavy. It's even got the marker flag on it. This one just came out of the pack the other day. I actually put a video together the other day on it, and I haven't even had a chance to put this one in the water yet. This is a very large one. These have been around for a while, and the thing that I'm doing in the video is just talking about the different things on these boards. All these boards seem to work great. There's just different stuff with the boards. You know, with these, this has got a different clip. The clip in the back's different. All of them have little things, little subtle little deals that are different that work better for different people. It doesn't make one better. There's not one that's the best. But that's what I'm going to talk about in that video, which should be up next Tuesday. I got the one coming up tomorrow on the rods. Where's I going? But anyway, that'll be coming up next week. Another one I'm having up this coming Thursday. I had somebody reach out to me, and they apparently reached out to Chris Souders too, because he did something on it, and that was this here. This is the stuff, the hand soap from Odor Cleanse hand soap. They make a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to put this video up on Thursday. They reached out to me and said, we make a soap that eliminates fish odors and rarely eliminates any odor, but it's not a smelly, fragrant kind of thing that, as I had in the video and I took it out, a lot of times you get that fish smell on your hands. You get slime, shad, all that stuff on there. You go wash your hands, and it smells like somebody sat a bouquet of roses on a pile of fish heads. The smell's sort of gone. It's just masked more with a fragrant floral thing. This was something they said it's totally different, doesn't have any smell, and will eliminate the odor. So I've got a video up. That'll be up Thursday. Take a look at that. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, give me your comments somewhere. You won't be able to comment on the video. You'll have to come here to comment, or you'll have to come to Facebook or on my Twitter. I'll also put something up on Twitter about it, so make sure you follow me there. I got those coming up. What else? It seemed like I had one other video. Maybe I don't. I'm trying to get ahead on some of these things. Hopefully this week I'll be doing some fishing, and we'll get some fishing stuff going on. It's getting flathead time, and the water temperature's starting to warm now. We hit a little streak here the past couple days where it's gotten colder, and I'm sure the temperatures may have dropped back into the 50s. They were up into the 60s last week, and they probably still are. If anybody can give me a shout out over here in the chat, hey PD, what's up, man? What the water temperature was, if anybody was out today or yesterday. I know it's pretty warm. Good group of people in here, by the way. See Ken Bumgarner, one of my mentors from way back when. Who else we got in here? A bunch of different little people jumping in here. Kentucky Catman, what's up, player? Patriot Catfishers of America. Talked to him earlier today on the phone. He's doing good. And yeah, good little line of people. I think I even saw a catfish in there. Was that a catfish? Yeah, Catfish Clothing is in the house. Right there it is. Carrying the pride, baby. Carrying the pride. But yeah, water temps are getting up there. 61 Saturday night. So there you go. It's time to catch flatheads. Some of them are starting to show up in some different places. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we gauge a lot of stuff by water temperature. I think a lot of what happens with the flatheads is like with a lot of fish, like with the spawn. I think a lot of it's daylight driven too. I think the increase in daylight. I think whether the water temperature is 55 or 65, I think those fish are going to start moving and feeding and becoming active as daylight increases. I think daylight plays a bigger part than we give it credit for. So I think that's why, you know, you can almost count on certain times of the year, no matter what the temperature is, to start to see fish becoming active, start to see fish spawning, that type thing. But we're getting in, the bottom line is we're getting into flathead time. Flatheads are starting to bite. It's time to start looking for them, and I'm going to try to put some videos together on that. Trying to chase a few this spring. Spring's a good time to get on them before they start to get too much territorial, and definitely before their spawn starts. So April into early mid-May, great time to be fishing for them. We're going to talk about that in some videos. Trying to see what else I got going on here. The planters, the flatheads, the new videos. It's about everything that I was going to talk about, and the stuff with the stuff with the chat being down too. I want to let everybody know about. Oh, I forgot to mention tonight, it's Monday, and we know what Monday means. Monday means Catfish Weekly, which will be on here in about another 40 minutes. So you got time to grab some dinner and tune in for that. I don't know who they have on the show. There may be somebody over in the chat talking about it tonight. Trying to see if I see anything there. But yeah, they have a show. Any of you guys that are new, make sure you check out that channel and subscribe to it. Every Monday night. They're very good about doing it every Monday night. I wish I could do that. I wish I could be on here every Monday or every whatever day, but my schedule is so erratic and it's tough. But they're on at 8 o'clock Eastern, and yeah, it's usually a good show, just like here with all the people over in the chat on the side. It's the same way there. There's always a good crowd of people tuning in and hanging out and talking it up, just seeing what's going on. It comes on at 8. There's Dustin Fall. How you doing, buddy? Just see if there's anything else over in there. The Twerking Monkey, my favorites. Hope y'all are doing good. Speaking of Twerking Monkey, gonna be doing some stuff on, I got a video, I've got so much stuff I gotta do videos on, is the fishing lights. I had one tracked and put together and I didn't like it. And so I'm redoing that. But yeah, there's several different fishing lights that are out. I had it ready to go after I got back from Catfish Conference, and I just looked at it and didn't like it. So I'm redoing that, just talking about some of the different fishing light options that are available. We're going to do one on that. I may go and try putting that in about week after next. So if you ever have ideas for videos, I try to cover some of the topics you guys mentioned. I used to say put it in the comment section below, but since that doesn't exist, hit me up on Twitter at Dieter Melhorn and send me a tweet. Hopefully I can find it somehow. I've also got Dieter Melhorn Fishing on Facebook where you can communicate with me there. It's like I put a post up on there today saying that I'd be going live at 7 tonight. That's a good idea. And you can always go to DieterMelhornFishing.com. That's my website. And you can email me there. There's a lot of people reach out to me through there and email me. That's also where I got a bunch of stuff. People ask about what gear I use. I got a gear section there that's got a bunch of the stuff I use, which I need to update and go over some stuff in there. So when winter stops here and warms up, yeah, we doing a crappie video. We need to do another. That's a good idea, Carolina Outdoors, on the crappie thing. I need to do more of them. There's a lot of people interested in them, and I think anytime I can go fishing with somebody and they can show me how to catch crappie consistently, then it will be a good video, because if you can teach me, it's crappie for dummies, as I said in one of the, it's the way I titled one of the videos. When it's easy and they're stupid, I can catch them. I wish I would have had minnows or some jig. I had nothing the other day when I was filming the video that's going to be up tomorrow. I went striper fishing down on Watery. It was kind of a weird scenario. There was not hardly any bait or fish at all in the upper section of the lake, the river section, Cedar Creek as it's called. Devoid of, including boats, hardly any boats up there. I hit an area around Taylor's Creek and south of there, and I not only started noticing bait in the bottom of the river channel, but what looked like crappie stacked up also. Very close to the bottom, and which for me is always good, because it's easy to hit the bottom. Hitting something in between takes a little more work, but I wish I would have had some with me, because I think I could have caught some down there. But we're getting into that good time. This is a good time to catch them, and so yeah, it's we need to get together and do a video, try out some of your jigs and all that kind of stuff. And you can teach me how to use those things a little more effectively than what I do. I'm not real good at it. Catch them with minnows. I can catch them fishing for dummies that way, but anything else a little more of a challenge. The rest of the fishing hopefully will get a little more consistent for us. As you've heard me complain about all winter, we've had a lot of water moving through our systems. Lakes have been up. Rains have finally quit to the point that it's normal rain now. We're not getting, the 2, 3, 4 inches over a couple of days like we were. So it seems to be keeping the lake levels somewhat manageable. They're still moving a lot of water through, but I'm hoping things get halfway stable here in another few weeks and we're on to some good spring fishing, because it's April. It's time for the good fishing to start, and I'm going to try to get out there and get some videos together for you guys and just see what's going on. So anyway, that's kind of all I got for now. I just want to drop by and say hello, make sure everybody's doing good, and thank everybody for watching. That's the big thing. I appreciate you guys checking out the channel, checking out the videos. I apologize for the comments, but it's out of my hands. I wish people could comment. I wish there was some way that YouTube would at least go in and put something to explain why, because a lot of people feel like that's something that I'm doing and other channels are doing, and it's out of our control. They made the decision to do it, and it's I think it's in a lot of ways unfair to channels that get hit like that, because people like to communicate. It's a very good tool for us to communicate with our viewers and get information to you. Most of all, get information from you and get feedback, and it just really sucks that it's this way. So, but it is what it is for now. Hey, Russell, what's up? What's up? Josh, thanks for dropping by. Remember, you got about 35 minutes here on YouTube. Catfish Weekly will be on. I will be over in the chat where you guys are at, so be sure to say hey. If you got any questions, I wasn't trying to talk to you and wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to what was going on over here. Hit me up tonight over in the comment section, and I'll try to answer any of your questions that you got. And yeah, so that's it for now. I'm going to jump off of here. And look for my video tomorrow. I'm going to put it up at 6 o'clock. Check it out. And we'll have some more later this week. And if I get on the water, I may actually try to do one live from the water. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.